This is Console TX here to play the Heat Signature Daily Challenge for February 11th, 2019. Today's Daily Challenge is a bring in the 3 Sovereign Officers mission while being seen as little as possible, something that will hopefully go better for me than it did yesterday. Performing this mission is Jaleesa Manifold, who has a quickfire concussive shotgun, a self-charging swapper, and a long-range visitor. But as a counterpoint to all of these powerful items, Jaleesa Manifold is glitch sick, which makes her teleporters less useful, and shaggy, which makes her shotgun less useful. Jaleesa Manifold has a silencer and is also vindictive, but being seen as little as possible means that vindictive is not a super useful trait. Looks like we have a bunch of chump guards, but some of them have glitch dashes, which is concerning with the don't be seen objective. The alarm responses target fleas, which is interesting. And other than that, there's nothing of note. I don't have a good way to set off the alarm since I'm a silencer. I guess I could knock somebody out and throw their body into sight. But that doesn't seem like something that's going to be especially useful, because I'm also going to have to get to the teleporter on the target fleas, and this is the first ship, so it's not going to be very long. So I don't think target fleas is going to be particularly applicable here. 5 seconds, pretty okay docking job. I'm just going to pop around the corner and shoot these guys. Ooh, that was a good shot. And then I'm going to walk over to the crate and shoot that guy. And I'll yoink this key card while I'm at it. Take the crate. Another visitor. Ooh, that could be actually very useful. It looks like there is a second cargo crate all the way down there. That is a ways out of the way, though. Or not a ways out of the way, but it means I don't need to go over here. It's actually very close by, because I'm going to be bringing the capture target in there anyways, since I am going to exit via that window. Okay, my character thinks it is faster to go up rather than down here, so I guess I will oblige them. That window's going to get broken, but that's fine. Ooh, good that that guy got there. It was a bit close. Oh, to yoink that key card. And then yoinking level 4 is going to be a question of shooting this guy. I think it's faster a tiny bit than grabbing the terminal. Good. I was about to say this, wow, that guy almost saw me. That would have been devastating. Ooh. Well. That slipstream changes everything. But yeah, that being seen by the capture target would have been devastating. Okay, there we go. Other than that, it was all pretty straightforward. I'm glad the sentry gun rotated when it did. I could have saved a bit of time by positioning my pod outside the window there beforehand, but I got that slipstream. While I was walking through, I did a lot of walking through the ship without worrying about guards, and I could have been positioning my pod in that time, in retrospect. Other than that, I think that was about as good as it gets. I was very direct. I actually got the dream, pretty much, of clicking autopath on where the target is, and then just letting it run and shooting people to get key cards as I went through. So that went very well for me. This particular mission is a bunch of chump guards. I need to worry about not being seen. Wait, none of them have glitch dashes, right? Yeah, no glitch dashes. But I have a slipstream now, so it's gonna be it, pretty much. The slipstream was a capture target item, so everybody is going to get that slipstream. unless they were doing really strange things with the telepad, but there would be no reason to teleport the target into space in this particular instance. Oh, gross overshoot. See, I was hoping to bonk into the ship in order to have it, like, position me in a better spot. Oop, I probably lost my momentum there. Yeah. But I still have time to run at speed. I was lucky. That was right before the slipstream ran out of juice. This guy is not going to see me, so that's fine. I don't need to loot any more crates unless they're very close by, I'm thinking. Although I do need clearance. So, let me think about this. So I don't have level 3 clearance. I do have swappers. I could just yoink level 3 from up here, but it's more out of the way than I would like. However, it doesn't look like any guards are in a particularly good... Oh no, okay. That guy's patrolling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down and... Alright, I'm not going to have enough time. Oh, the target is running to the telepad now. That's good, actually, I think. I have this swapper, but there's just nobody who lives alone. What I can do is, once the target runs out, I can swap with the guy in the room next to the target. Like so. I'll be knocked out for a moment, and then I'll wake up, I can fire my slipstream again, and I can blast the capture target. And I'll grab level 4 while I'm at it, and yoink this crate. I'm looking for key cloners, subverters. That's not super useful. That is useful if the target on the next ship has a... If the target on the next ship has a shield of some sort, then it will be useful to have a glitch trap. So that's something. I have these teleporters that are less impressive than a slipstream. Another thing that I didn't consider at the start of that mission was that I could have swapped in with the target. I think evaluating that plan, probably swapping with the target would not be a good play because it would have gotten me seen, for one. But it would have just been really risky, so I wouldn't have done it anyways. But I didn't think about it, and it's worth thinking about whenever you have a swapper on the second ship. So I didn't get seen again. That's good. On the that mission was pretty straightforward. I ran through with the slipstream. I wonder if better planning could have revealed some good swaps in order to get level 3 clearance. Like maybe there was a dude in a room by himself in that guard pod up where level 3 clearance was, because then I could have swapped with him and gone through there. I should have been thinking about that. That would have potentially revealed some faster ways to get the job done. But I think that what I did was pretty fast. Just running through with the slipstream is... You can never go wrong with it, you know? So this one's actually tricky because we've got a tracker, and I don't have a way to deal with trackers at all. Not even like a jammer, or not even like a crash beam or anything. And I don't have a subverter, although I could put the glitch trap down in front of where the target is going to run in order to get to the telepad. The target, there are no glitch dash guards, which is good, but the target is shielded, so I'm going to have to use this glitch trap. So I guess it is a good pickup. If only I could swap from outside the ship, but I cannot, because this is the third ship, so it's a glitch-proof hole. So I think the play is just going to be to run through, looking for swapper opportunities, and I also have the double visitor trick if I need to get somewhere unconditionally, but I will have to waste a lot of time passing out from glitch sickness. I think my main plan here is going to be to... Oh, actually, I don't have a good way to knock people out, because everybody has a shield. So how am I going to sound the alarm without noise and without knocking people out? Because I can't be seen, obviously, because that's the penalty. In retrospect, I should have kept a... I should have taken one of the guards from a previous mission with me on my ship. I should have brought one of them back to the pod. Probably on the first mission, because I had a slipstream on the first mission. But, I don't know, that might have been a time waste, and I don't know how much time I'll save versus, let's say... How am I going to sound the alarm? Am I going to sound the alarm? So one of the things I could do to sound the alarm is glitch trap somebody into my pod, and then pull it out, and then put it back in. I think that's probably the play. I could swap somebody into my pod too, but that is vulnerable to being seen and that sort of thing. So I'm gonna... Oh, I didn't accept the mission. That's what I'm gonna keep in mind. It might be faster to just go up to the target and glitch trap them out into space. But it also might be faster to get a body. So, oh, or I could knock out the jammer or the tracker depending on where they are and use them to sound the alarm. We'll have to see. So, in an ideal world, I would be able to easily sound the alarm and put a glitch trap between the target and the telepad and get them out into space. Oh, wow, you can right-click to slow to the ship's speed while not being in the radius. That would have been bad if I had been a little bit too close. So, I don't want to go to the alternative docking port, I think. I can swap out, but... Oh yeah, especially in this empty open room. 5-second docking job probably could have been a little bit faster if I hadn't been equivocating between the port and the other spot. I also want to be a bit stingy with these slipstream uses, because while I do have a lot, there's still quite a bit of risk involved. Wow, this is a really annoying open room full of guards. I guess I'm going to run through and then run down. But what I would like is to alert the guy who has the key card so that he'll run over to me. Okay, they haven't seen me. Hopefully that hits the guy with the key card. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to do a lot of waiting, and waiting is a pain when I am running on slipstream speed. Is there a place for me to swap over? Maybe the jammer will go somewhere. Gosh, there are so many huge open rooms. This is such an annoying first obstacle on the ship. Jeez. Maybe the best way to do this is to visit through. So, is there somewhere I can visit? I'll lose my slipstream momentum. Okay, let's say I visit... I can't even visit to there. What the heck? Gosh, maybe there was a subverter in the crate that I skipped on the second ship that would just blow this whole thing wide open. This is just... This hurts. And I am using this slipstream momentum, so I can't stop. But one of the things I want to see is if the jammer is going to go over here. Because if the jammer goes into this room, then I can extreme range swap with him to get past that obstacle. And then the ship just becomes way easier after that. Let's see. There is one entrance to the telepad chamber, so that's good. If I was trying to sound the alarm, the jammer's right here, so the jammer is who I would knock out or kill. This room is huge, and its entrances and exits are so inconvenient. Jesus Christ. This would be a nightmare if I didn't have this slipstream. And even with the slipstream, it's still, like, surprisingly non-trivial for a don't be seen mission. Alright, so I'm going to go this way, I guess. Loop this. Where's the jammer going? What I'm hoping for is that the jammer is going to go into this other room. And I'm going to have to slowly wait for the jammer to get there by auto-pathing back and forth. Oh, I lost my speed. Alright, well now I can just wait. Oh dear. This jamming field is very concerning. one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and lure... Okay, I need this guy to see me. The guy with the keycard, I need him to see me. See me. See me, keycard guy. Please. Those guys aren't going to see me. Oh, that guy sees me again. Oh, please, keycard guy. No, he didn't see me. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I really don't want to be seen by these other guys. Glimpse me, keycard guy. Please. So now I'm thinking... Oh, okay. Alright, good. I got too far away. So, at this juncture, I am less worried about going super fast and more worried about just doing this without being seen. I actually am legitimately not sure what the best way to go about these things is. Definitely starts with me yoinking this key card at slipstream speed though. So am I okay with just setting off the alarm immediately? I think I am. Okay, the tracker is going to be actually in a very concerning spot. How do I deal with the tracker? I can swap down here. That's the plan. So, okay. The current plan is to swap with guard Polk. These guys are facing the other way so they won't see me. Sound the alarm by shooting the jammer. And then I'll run and put a glitch trap down there and exit out this window. That's my current plan. That bypasses the tracker because I'll be unconscious over here for a little bit, but in that time, hopefully guard Pharaoh and guard Laguna will not see me. There is a big risk that guard Pharaoh will be looking in the direction that sees me. Is there a way to get around that? Yes, I can use the double visitor trick. That is definitely the safer thing to do. I can use the double visitor trick. How am I going to get level 3 clearance? Because I don't think I can visit down into this place safely. That guy has level 3 clearance. Can I loot level 3 clearance from him without being seen? Maybe. Assuming I do, if I visit to the telepad chamber, that would be ideal. I'll knock out the tracker sounding the alarm. The target will have a long way to walk. Okay. So, it starts with me autopathing over there. Oh, okay. Whoa. Unpaused it. That was incredibly dangerous. Alright. So I'm going to autopath this way. I'm going to shoot the jammer. That's going to sound the alarm because they're going to see his body. I can visit down into here, but then how do I get level 3 clearance? Do I have a way to get level 3 clearance? I don't believe so. I can visit down into here, and then I'll have one more visitor charge. And with that extra visitor charge... Okay. No, wait, this isn't self-charging. No, that doesn't work. I think I just need to run and grab level 3 clearance. But this guy is going to start seeing me in a moment. And I'm not going to have a good handle on his triangle because he's going to see this body and he's going to start being alerted by the presence of the body. Alright, so this is tricky. So say I visit down into here. That's the safest thing to do, but the alarm is going to be sounded and I don't have level 3 clearance to get through this door. How am I going to get level 3 clearance? This guy is running over to the... How long is the reach of this glitch trap? Not as long as I would like it to be. You know what? What if the jammer is just holding a subverter? Another swapper. Gosh, it would have been great if the jammer had been holding a subverter. Alright, where are we on the triangle? Could I run up to level 3 and yoink it? Maybe. The alarm's going to get sounded now, so I can't afford to teleport myself out into space via this jamming field. Maybe I shouldn't have sounded the alarm. Maybe that was a bit optimistic. Alright. I have a billion swapper uses. My big concern right now is level 3 clearance. Say I run for level 3 clearance. Can I get it, get out of the jamming field, and visit down into there before these guys see me? Maybe. No, I definitely can't do it. I need to get away from them. Okay, now they are out of range of seeing me. So I'll visit. Okay, so say I visit right here. I could run and grab level 4 before this visitor catches me. That's unlikely, but it's worth a shot. Okay, didn't work out. And now I need to worry about being seen right here. Okay, this guy's gonna see me. What do I do about it? I can... Oh, okay. Alright, I have a plan. I'll put him here because he's the guy with the key card. And then I'll swap with him. This guy hopefully won't look up because he's concerned with the body. I swap him over there. I wake up, don't see me. Oh, I've been seen 3 times? Okay, well, never mind then. Well, how have I been seen 3 times? I've been unconscious over here, I've been unconscious over here, and I've been unconscious right here. Who's seen me? Has seen you. How did this guy see me? That's not fair, because his triangle didn't fill up. Who else has seen me? Three times? I see 2 guys. Hold on, the game's blurry right now. Alright, pull me back. Okay. Oh, that was interesting. So, I was still unconscious when it pulled me back, so it pulling me back didn't knock me unconscious again. That's cool. Now, when did Guard Calder see me? Was he over here or something? Alright, so I can see how Guard Nocturne saw me. He clearly saw me because he turned around while I was unconscious, and they see you instantly if you're unconscious, rather than waiting for the triangle to fill up. Unfortunate, but oh well. In order to not do that, I could have just double visited down here without ever catching the attention of these guys. I didn't need to. I was running up to them, and I shouldn't have been. Could have extreme range swapped with Guard Polk and just hoped that things would work out. That might have been the play. I don't know how Guard Calder saw me. That seemed strange. Perhaps it happened while I was unconscious right here. I need to go back and look at the video. Guard Chatelier should have never seen me. That doesn't make any sense. I was right here. He was right there. His triangle wasn't full. I swapped him into the glitch trap. The only explanation I could have is that in between when he got glitch trapped away and swapped there, so he got swapped there and then he got glitch trapped away, he must have caught a glimpse of my unconscious body after getting swapped but before getting glitch trapped away. That doesn't make sense though, because he was facing down and the glitch trap should teleport him pretty much immediately. So I'm not convinced that Guard Chatelier saw me. Guard Nocturne seeing me was a deficiency in my plan. Maybe I should have just run back over here and not knocked out the jammer. Maybe I should have swapped with Guard Polk. Maybe I should have... what else could I have done? I mean, I visited down here. I could have run further. I shouldn't have drawn them over. I was thinking I would get this level 3 key card. That definitely was not the right idea. I should have just cut my losses and then either gotten level 3 by perhaps swapping over here. I knew that the tracker was coming. I don't know what I could have done with that. Could have thrown the... I had a lot of swapper uses. Were there any windows? There's this window. I don't know. I actually still don't know how I would have gotten level 3, other than by taking it a lot slower and waiting up here. Let's see, I had this jammer body to lure people over. That's what I should have done. Should have knocked out the jammer. I should have run back up through this door. That would have let me lure Guard Chatelier over, yoink level 3 from him there, and then just run past. The jammer might have been a concern at that point because that would have been a lot of waiting. The jammer would have been around there. If the jammer was a concern, then I could swap, but that would knock me out and get me seen. I could just wait for the jammer to come through here and throw shotguns at him, or even just wait for him to come through and glitch trap him into space or over there where it's a pretty long distance for him to get back around to me. In retrospect, that's what I should have done. I could have evaded the guards by dancing around this area, probably. I still don't know how Guard Calder saw me or how Guard Chatelier saw me. That doesn't make sense. Guard Nocturne seeing me was unfortunate. Did I have a way to deal with that more efficiently? Or with less risk? Because he was looking at the body when I swapped over, but I was unconscious for like a second or however long you're unconscious for. Did I have a better way to do that? Guard Chatelier was on the verge of seeing me, so I probably had to just go right away and hope for the best. I was out of visitor. Oh, my visitor was going to pull me back. That was a thing. So I could have... Oh, no, the pull is glitch-proof. I was about to say, I could have swapped myself into outer space, and then the visitor would pull me back, and while you're in outer space, you certainly can't be seen. But that wouldn't have worked because the hull is glitch-proof, so getting swapped into outer space would prevent me from completing my objective. So that wasn't an option. I could have swapped with one of these guys, but that would have gotten me seen. I could have swapped with Guard Polk, but that would have gotten me seen by Guard Pharaoh. I could have swapped with the body. That was the thing I should have done. Guard Nocturne... No, I wouldn't have done that, because Guard Nocturne would have seen me there. Guard Nocturne was looking at the body and then turned around and saw my unconscious body. So that's where he was looking. What I wanted to do was, rather than swap with Guard Chatelier, if my goal was to just not be seen, what the best thing would have been... Because I wanted my visitor to pull me back here where I'd be safe. The best thing to do... Because I didn't have a way to get out of range of Guard Chatelier. I couldn't go into space because then I wouldn't be able to come back. I had another swapper available to me. He has a shield, so you can't stagger him by repeatedly hitting him with objects to buy yourself some time. Nobody would have been available for me to swap to safely, I think. Say I was here, I wouldn't be able to swap with Guard Cuba. Also, that would get me seen by the tracker anyways. I think I might have just put myself into an intractable bind there. There's no way for me to not be seen by Guard Chatelier before my visitor pulled me back. Maybe I could have made it through this door with slipstream speed, but I really doubt that. Yeah, I couldn't swap with the body. I could have swapped with Guard Nocturne. I was over here. Guard Nocturne was over here-ish. So, or here-ish. So I might have been out of sight range of Guard Nocturne. In that case, Guard Chatelier would have gotten confused and started looking around and probably would have seen me. Yeah, that was just a pretty bad situation that I put myself in with the double visitor. Maybe I should have run down here and done it, or... Well, no, I just shouldn't have gotten the attention of these guys and brought them down here and then done the double visitor trick. If I haven't gotten their attention, I should have run up here. Otherwise, I should have just not gotten their attention, maybe snuck along this wall here, and then done the double visitor trick. But I was preoccupied with getting the level 3 key card. Anyways, that's the post-mortem of that situation. That was actually a very, very tricky situation, and I'm disappointed that I didn't handle it without getting a penalty, because I think I could have, and if I had just been thinking further ahead. And so that's a bit of a shame. But in the end, it's fine. 3 penalties is pretty bad. I don't know how I got seen by Guard Chatelier or Guard Calder. Unless Guard Chatelier's triangle just filled up right before I swapped with him. But that seems... I'm unconvinced by that explanation. Yeah, overall, very unfortunate. So now the target's going to get glitch trapped out into space. Die. Let's use my telepad. And then I'll leave. Oh, it's a capture target! Oh, well, whatever. I wasn't going to win this mission anyways. Okay, well, that's really killer. But I got really distracted. It would have been very, very easy for me to capture the target. It would have taken longer. It would have taken like 20 more seconds. Less than 20 more seconds. It would have taken like 15 more seconds. So I still probably would have beaten Turtles JBH. Because the target had a long way to walk to get to the glitch trap. Totally forgot that the target was a capture target. My bad. But I got a penalty anyways, so like I wasn't going to get a perfect score anyways, so whatever. Wait, what? Style 0. I am so confused. Wait. What? Does it not count guards who glimpsed you while you were unconscious as time seen? Because the guard... So, what were the guards? There was Guard Chatelier, who I swapped with. There was Guard Calder, I think, who legitimately saw me. No. Guard Nocturne, who legitimately saw me, and Guard Calder, who was walking down to the right, who had never been near me in my entire life. But saw me anyway somehow. Right? It said has seen on each of those people. Now, Guard Chatelier and Guard Calder didn't make sense. But Guard Nocturne was just looking at my body when it got pulled back by the visitor. So, like, I think that counts as being seen. I'm pretty sure that that gets you seen. So the fact that I got no penalties is extremely confusing. Because I thought I deserved that penalty. I thought that that was a situation that I could have handled better. That I didn't think fully ahead for. But apparently the game was like, yeah, you did a good job. And it was just pretending that I had been seen 3 times to fool me. Okay. Well, now that's so unfortunate that I forgot it was a capture target. Because so here's the thing about that. This 130 normally even if you get like a penalty or you don't fail, this will tell you how close you were to getting a best score. But this is actually wildly inaccurate this time because the target had a long way to walk to get to the telepad, and I was out of range of the ship for most of that time. I would have had to stay in range or stay like slightly out of range, but that's really hard to do for all of that time in order to capture the target. So my time would have been... So it was 17 seconds, I think, for the target to walk there. Probably would have been less than 17 seconds worse because I would have had to wait for 17 seconds, but that time that I spent waiting was also time that it took for me to catch myself. So like I spent some time catching myself and then leaving, and the time I spent catching myself would have also been the time I spent waiting because I would have been waiting for the target to get to the glitch trap while I was catching myself. And so I still took some time to leave the radius of the ship that I would have taken, that would have been time that I was waiting for the target. Or not time to leave the radius of the ship, but time to catch myself. Anyways, so my time probably would have been like 15, 14, 13 seconds worse. It still would have been the best time, but this is also pretty early. Good job on Turtles JBH defeating that obstacle. That was a really hard obstacle, and he did it only like 7 seconds slower than I would have done it. So, like, that's a really good job because my plan for defeating that obstacle, in retrospect, after that post mortem on that catastrophe, well, that supposed catastrophe, it turns out that I didn't get seen. My original plan was, I guess I didn't get seen, so that would have been, so really there was no catastrophe to post mortem. But if I had known that it was going to say that it was going to see me, or that it had seen me, then I would have lured the guards up and waited for them to move, and then stolen the keycard and run past. And that would take a lot more time than Turtles JBH took over me, which was like 7 seconds slower than I did, slower than my time. Now, that said, I didn't get seen apparently because I have no style bonus. What the heck happened here? Oh yeah, I didn't finish the third mission. Right, I forgot that I didn't finish the third mission, even though that's what I was literally about to talk about. Yeah, but I got no style bonus, so that's weird. I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure I got legitimately seen by Guard Nocturne, the guy above me. I think that was Guard Nocturne. I don't remember, frankly. It's Chatelier, Nocturne, question mark, Calder, question mark. I got legitimately seen by him. I should have a -10 penalty, I think. Obviously, I'll have to look at the video. Like yesterday's video, it turns out that there was like a frame of the guard seeing me after his triangle filled up, which was just really unfortunate on my part, which is why I got a penalty on yesterday's daily. I'm not really concerned by the whole forgot that the guy was a capture target thing. I would have been more bothered by that if I had thought that I had, and I probably would have been less likely to forget about that if the game hadn't told me that I had been seen. Um, so yeah, I mean I guess it's like a bug, or it's just an incongruence with the what being seen means for like character records versus what being seen means for penalties on dailies. Because I actually think me not being seen there, well, no, I think I should have been seen by Guard Nocturne, the guy above me, because I was unconscious in front of him. Now, if there was a way to, and maybe this is how it works in the daily, and that's why I didn't get seen. If there's a way to have it still be like a triangle, right? So like when you're unconscious, they know you're there immediately. They don't sound the alarm because they don't care, and that makes sense. Um, but it seems like they shouldn't see you until they would have seen you if you were conscious, right? So the triangle should have to fill all the way up. And so if there was a visual indicator that that was how it worked, that would be ideal. If that was actually how it worked, and I think it should work that way. I think that that makes the most sense. They shouldn't see you unless they would have seen you if you were conscious. Um, so that is, and I think that Guard Nocturne might have seen me or might have not seen me if I was conscious there rather than unconscious. So maybe I didn't deserve to get seen there. Where deserve is using the metric that I just described of the triangle filling up, even though you're unconscious. So, so if that was the case, then I think it would have been fair for me to not get a penalty there. But I think that the way it works as reported, which is it sees you immediately if you're unconscious, is pretty fair, as long as you know about it, or learn it quickly. I think that that's a pretty fair metric, and by that metric, I should have gotten a 10-point penalty. So clearly, it's bugged, or there is, or that isn't how it works, and it works the way I was saying that it should work, which is the triangle filling up slowly. Um, yeah, by that metric, I should have gotten a 10-point penalty. And so that means I wouldn't have gotten the top score, and I'm not bothered by forgetting that the target was a capture target and not an assassination target. Uh, yeah. So, I mean, I'm kind of annoyed because it said that I got seen, and that sort of changed everything. Um, but also, it was pretty much my fault that I forgot the guy was a capture target. Uh, so it doesn't really bother me that much. And uh, and I think I deserved a 10-point penalty for being seen once, anyways. Not by guard Chatelier or guard Calder, because I don't think they saw me. Well, unless guard Calder was like, I don't know how he would have seen me. He was like walking down the whole time. Really, really strange that he saw me. Um, that he counted as seeing me. And so I'll have to go look at the video. Maybe that is legitimate. Maybe I deserved a 20-point penalty. Um, Weird that I got no penalty. Silly that I forgot that my target was a capture target. Um, and yeah, and it's too bad that I didn't finish the last mission as a result, and instead just killed the guy. Damn. Cause yeah, I mean like I think I deserved a 10-point penalty, but I'm not gonna not take a perfect score if the game's gonna give it to me. But I totally freaking threw that away. Well, clearly I am gonna not take it because I threw it away. Um, but yeah, I would it would have been nice to just discover this whole like post mortem that I'm doing right now would have been really cheerful and fun if I discovered that somehow I didn't get seen and I didn't get any style penalties at the end of that mission. That would be sweet, and that's what would have happened. And this time would have been slower, but I think it still would have been number one. That's what would have happened if I'd remembered that I needed to capture the target. But I got super distracted, forgot that detail. Target died in space, and that's it. Weird that I was seen there, and it didn't give me a style penalty because it clearly said has been seen. But what's important is that I didn't get a very good score, anyways. So yeah, this is a strange daily, I think. Um, that last ship was actually very hard, so it's impressive that they were able to get good scores, and especially that Turtles JVH was able to get a good score that was so fast. Like that was a really hard set of rooms because they're just big fucking open spaces, and the only doors out were like by guards, so you had to walk through the open past the guards to get through the doors, and your only recourse for bypassing obstacles was the slipstream, which breaks things open. But when you have to wait for guards to move so that you can get like key cards or stuff, you have to use slipstreams like an honest individual rather than a crazy person who can just slipstream through the whole ship. Uh, and the glitch sick teleporters. So yeah, it was actually a really fun daily. Um, Super cool. Anyways, that's it. This is Console TX signing off. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my ramblings about how I was wronged or how I messed up or what went right or what was cool. Um, when you get a daily like this, there's a lot to say. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is Console TX signing off.